What is the significance of a provincial health privacy law being deemed substantially similar to PIPEDA? A. It allows for federal oversight of provincial practices. B. It exempts provincial entities from certain requirements of PIPEDA. C. It imposes additional federal regulations on the province. D. It reduces the privacy protections in the province. Correct answer. B. It exempts provincial entities from certain requirements of PIPEDA. Reasoning. Provinces with laws deemed substantially similar to PIPEDA are allowed to follow their own regulations instead of PIPEDA for certain aspects, tailored to their local needs while maintaining robust protections. Which of the following best defines personal health information, FI, under Canadian health privacy laws? A. Information about a person's financial status. B. Identifiable information about an individual's health or health history. C. General information about health trends in a population. D. Information about health services provided by non-professionals. Correct answer. B. Identifiable information about an individual's health or health history. Reasoning. FI includes any information that can be used to identify an individual and relates to their health or healthcare history, making it sensitive and requiring careful protection. What must health professionals do before collecting, using, or disclosing FI? A. Ensure it is not sensitive information. B. Determine the necessary purposes for these actions. C. Receive general consent from any patient. D. Notify the Federal Privacy Commissioner. Correct answer. B. Determine the necessary purposes for these actions. Reasoning. It is crucial to define the lawful and necessary purposes for handling FI to ensure its use aligns with legal requirements and ethical standards. In which situation might a patient's right to access their FI be lawfully restricted? A. If the FI includes information about another person. B. If the FI is more than 10 years old. C. If the patient has not paid their medical bills. D. If the FI is stored in a different province. Correct answer. A. If the FI includes information about another person. Reasoning. Access may be restricted to protect the privacy or safety of other individuals mentioned in the health records, aligning with privacy laws and ethical considerations. What is required to demonstrate oversight and accountability in the handling of FI? A. Only technical measures. B. Comprehensive policies on use, retention, safeguarding, and disposal. C. An annual report to the Privacy Commissioner. D. Patient consent forms on file. Correct answer. B. Comprehensive policies on use, retention, safeguarding, and disposal. Reasoning. Ensuring proper practices across these areas is essential for legal compliance and securing patient information. What differentiates explicit from implicit consent in the context of FI? A. Explicit consent is written, while implicit consent is not. B. Implicit consent is only valid for non-sensitive information. C. Explicit consent is not required for treatment-related information sharing within the circle of care. Implicit consent arises by virtue of seeking care within a healthcare setting. Correct answer. D. Implicit consent arises by virtue of seeking care within a healthcare setting. Reasoning. Implicit or implied consent is assumed when a patient engages with healthcare services, permitting sharing of FI within the circle of care for treatment purposes. What does circle of care refer to in the context of FI? A. A group of healthcare providers who share FI without consent. B. Healthcare providers involved in a patient's care who may access FI under implied consent. C. A group of specialists providing advanced care to critically ill patients. D. Any healthcare professional in the same facility. Correct answer. B. Healthcare providers involved in a patient's care who may access FI under implied consent. Reasoning. The circle of care concept allows for the sharing of FI among those directly involved in the treatment of a patient, based on the premise of implicit consent. What is a primary purpose of implementing technical safeguards for FI? A. To ensure compliance with international standards. B. To facilitate easier access to FI by healthcare providers. C. To prevent unauthorized access to PIPEDA. To reduce the cost of healthcare services. Correct answer. C. To prevent unauthorized access to FI. Reasoning. Technical safeguards are crucial for protecting FI from unauthorized access, ensuring both security and privacy. Which entity is responsible for declaring a provincial health privacy law as substantially similar to PIPEDA? A. The provincial legislature. B. The Office of the Privacy Commissioner of Canada. C. Health Canada. D. The Canadian Medical Association. Correct answer. B. The Office of the Privacy Commissioner of Canada. Reasoning. The OPC assesses provincial privacy laws to determine if they provide a level of protection comparable to PIPEDA. Under what circumstance is it appropriate to use FI without explicit consent from the patient within the circle of care? A. For marketing purposes. B. For research without intending to publish the results. C. For providing healthcare services. D. For reporting to the police. Correct answer. C. For providing healthcare services. Reasoning. Within the circle of care, FI can be used without explicit consent strictly for the purpose of delivering healthcare to the patient. What must be included in a breach protocol concerning FI? A. Procedures for immediate profit loss assessment. B. Notification to affected individuals and regulatory bodies. C. A policy to train patients on privacy protection. D. Mandatory reporting to international bodies. Correct answer. B. Notification to affected individuals and regulatory bodies. Reasoning. Effective breach protocols require notifying those impacted and appropriate regulatory authorities to manage the breach and mitigate potential harms. Which action is most aligned with demonstrating accountability in FI management? A. Limiting access to FI to senior management only. B. Regular auditing of FI access and usage logs. C. Using FI for training without individual consent. D. Sharing FI with all employees for transparency. Correct answer. B. Regular auditing of FI access and usage logs. Reasoning. Regular audits help ensure that FI is accessed and used appropriately, demonstrating accountability and safeguarding patient privacy. What is an essential element of meaningful consent for the use of FI? A. The patient must be of legal age. B. Consent must be informed and specific to the use case. C. Consent should be verbal for quick processing. D. Consent is assumed if the patient does not object. Correct answer. B. Consent must be informed and specific to the use case. Reasoning. Meaningful consent requires that patients are fully informed about how their FI will be used, allowing them to make a knowledgeable decision. In the context of PHI, what does the term safeguarding encompass? A. Ensuring that FI is shared with as many healthcare providers as possible. B. Protecting FI from unauthorized access, use, or disclosure. C. Selling FI to the highest bidder for research purposes. D. Using FI to track patient trends without consent. Correct answer. B. Protecting FI from unauthorized access, use, or disclosure. Reasoning. Safeguarding involves measures to protect FI from risks such as unauthorized access, ensuring the confidentiality and integrity of patient information. What is the primary reason for establishing physical safeguards for FI? A. To enhance the physical fitness of healthcare workers. B. To ensure compliance with physical therapy laws. C. To prevent physical theft or damage to FI records. D. To facilitate easier physical access to FI by patients. Correct answer. C. To prevent physical theft or damage to FI records. Reasoning. Physical safeguards protect tangible forms of FI from risks like theft or damage, securing the physical storage and handling of sensitive health data. When is it generally permissible under Canadian health privacy law to disclose FI to law enforcement without consent? A. When requested by any police officer. B. If it relates to an ongoing investigation and is mandated by a court order. C. At the discretion of the healthcare provider. D. Whenever the police suspect a crime has been committed. Correct answer. B. If it relates to an ongoing investigation and is mandated by a court order. Reasoning. Disclosures to law enforcement without patient consent must generally be justified by legal requirements such as a court order, ensuring the balance between privacy and legal obligations.